Hey everybody, we're moving and grooving to the funky beat.
Yep, absolutely. Happy Friday to everybody. Welcome to our show this morning. We did some exciting things this week. We are kind of reinventing the wheel with pickleball. We're going to do we did some street pickleball just to have some fun, kind of show you the things that we do here in Florida. You know, the courts were already packed, so we had to improvise and do street instead of right on the courts.
Yeah, we did.
But you kind of get the great, get an idea of what it was like, and it's so much fun, and that's one of the biggest raging sports right now here in Florida.
Yeah, especially
for
our aging group. But we're all very agile out there. Wink News is going to do a big story on us. Not. But we did. We had a great time. There's a video out there. Definitely look it up, Street Pickleball. You'll find it.
Yeah.
We had an absolute blast of a time, Jennifer and I, just inside and outside of elevators, alleyways. It was absolutely a blast.
Yeah.
We also had other great news. We were inundated with buyers.
Yeah, the buyers are starting to come back now, so we're really excited about that. We had a little bit of lull in the action, but now they're back, so that's exciting. And we even have Millennials coming back. We're busy here with Millennials even here in Punta Gorda, and also James has been doing a lot over on the East Coast side of DeLand and Daytona area, and so that's been really exciting. So people are ready.
He's been getting some big listings.
Yeah,
so
he's
the
got
racer
two more listings coming up. Then we'll talk about those next week.
He's acting like a real champion down there.
Yeah.
And some of the racers are now getting some properties for Airbnb. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, you never lose when you invest in real estate, no matter what. I don't care what the market's telling you right now.
But the other thing that we've seen is that there is negotiations going on.
Yeah.
In the past 2 years, there was no negotiations happening at all.
Right, we were having
everything was
wars.
over asked, and there was bidding wars.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing that on average is about 3% under list is what the average in Punta Gorda is going for.
Yeah.
Some a little bit over, obviously, depending on the property. Yeah. But we are seeing some negotiations, so that's kind of some good news. We're kind of getting back to some normalcy. You know what I mean? And that's good. We are still having some issues where some of the listings are still priced a little bit high, and some people are still thinking that their house is worth more than maybe what the market is to bear. But we'll see how that works over time, and we're trying to just kind of get everybody coached in the right direction. So that's just something that we're all working at. The housing market in general. Listen, the mortgage rates went up again, right? So we're over 6%. I think it's 6.2 right now. So that's kind of a bummer. We really would like to keep that in check. But again, we said it once, we said it a dozen times. We bought at 18%, so we don't really want to hear that too much. There is a lot of wealth out there, and that's something that everybody needs to really keep in the back of their mind. Last year, the wealth was about 2.6 trillion in the marketplace. This year, that wealth is now 9.9 trillion. That's a lot of equity in homes. So the idea that the home market is going to bust really is far-fetched right now. It's hard to see that that's going to happen. Yes, people are piling up some credit card debt, but there's a lot of equity out there. The bank, we just got an equity loan today. We signed off on a HELOC on our house. So we just got a great rate at 3.99%. There's a special Midwest Bank. So if you want that, give us a call, 941-219-5659. We'll turn you on. It's happening in September. You can get this great rate, so give us a call. There's still a problem with chronically low inventory, right? But there is more coming on every day, and that's allowing us to have better choice that's out there. So that's great news, So the buyers, that's why the buyers are starting to come out. Most of the buyers that you have now are cash buyers, right?
Yeah.
So that's good news. The other thing is we want to talk about why to buy in Florida, right? And one of the big reasons over the last 10 years, Florida has had one of the biggest appreciations of all the states, in the union. You've had an average of about 135% annual appreciation, has happened. Actually, not annual, but overall, it's averaged about a 9% appreciation each year over the period of 10 years. We've had more wealth in working our home sales versus doing our real estate sales. Right. So over the last 7 years, we've had 10 years, we've had 7 homes, and we've made a great deal of money on those homes, versus just doing the real estate business. And we've got a big booming real estate business.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the housing market is really a great investment, especially still here in Florida.
No matter what, you're never going to lose buying real estate, and especially here in sunny Florida. So
yeah, it's still a big deal, and we still encourage everybody to take a look at it. And they're still having a single to double digit growth, here in the Florida area. So there's no reason to hesitate to come down, take a look at what the inventory is, and
Yeah, I always encourage my buyers, like, you can always start small and then you can go big from there. You don't necessarily have to take on a big property right away. Start small and see how you like it in the areas that you're, in, and it'll really work out for you. Trust me on that. We do a lot of different areas here in Southwest Florida, so that's always great options for people. So you can always reach us on our cell phone at mine's 585-300-9483, or Phillips is 603-479-1259, or our local line at 941-219-5659, and always check out our mydigitallisting.com.